questions can we ask children with selective mutism? Stay tuned. We often say don't ask questions or too many questions to children with selective mutism, but actually you can ask specific questions. Let's see them together. How do we ask a question to a child with selective mutism without making them all anxious and all the kind of feeling that they have inside? Trust me, it's not that easy, but it can also be very easy as well. So stay tuned till the end because I always have lots to share. So we know that questions can be a big trigger for our children with selective mutism because they find them unpredictable and they can really set them back with their progress depending on where they are in the scale of confident speaking. So a lot of the time it is best to avoid asking direct question or bombarding them with questions. But how hard is it not to ask question? Have a little time to reflect on yourself and think, in general, do I ask a lot of questions? Or if you work with kids or if you're a grandparent, do you feel like asking a lot of questions? And I want to say to you, that is normal. People ask questions. That's just what it is. So really, my message is, or I know that we can't avoid them. And depending on where they are in the scale of confident speaking, the children with selective mutism will get there. They will be ready to practice answering questions. And we need to use, tiny little steps. So today I want to share 4 different types of questions that can help make it easier for children with selective mutism to answer. So the first one is indirect questions. And these ones are quite sneaky because they take the pressure off the child, and instead of directly posing the question to them, you can phrase it like, I wonder if I need the blue pen for the sky. I wonder what I'm going to put in my sandwich. You can use this type of question if you're playing with younger children and ask a toy. I wonder what you would like to eat. Do you want the orange or the apple? It's quite sneaky, but it really makes it less intense. The next one is force choice questions. These are amazing for those children who have a hard time thinking straight away when they are feeling very anxious. So basically it's the power of choice. Would you like a blue pen or a red pen? And it is a lot less stressful for them. And this is obviously, you need to know where your child is in the scale of confident speaking. So if your child is at the right level to repeat one word, this is when you're going to be using it. But it's offering always the first choice instead of always yes and no. Now, yes and no question. Generally, these ones aren't the best when we are working on a verbal response. However, I have actually children that struggle with nodding, shaking, pointing. So the yes and no is a good step. And what we do is we rephrase. Do you want an apple? Oh, I can see that you're nodding. Was that a yes? Oh, was that a yes or a no? And we wait. And sometimes we get yes. So the last one is open-ended questions. Now this one give your child the freedom to come up with their own answer. It sounds great, but it's not always because answering is really difficult. And we really want and understand where they are in the scale of confident speaking. This is something that for us professionals working with children with selective mutism is fundamental that parents understand. And this is something that you're going to be using. I talk about this a lot in my course, Steps to Brave Talking, and in the family dynamic approach. This is something that I really seriously want you to take on board. Now, I would like you to put these techniques in action, give them a try, see them what happens, Comment below. Did it help? Did you feel that your child was a bit more comfortable? Do you know, seriously, I'd love to hear. So drop me a comment or send me an email, whatever. Let's keep this conversation going. And I'll see you in the next video of this mini series of video for selective mutism. And take care.